The king of conceit, John Donne, and I would argue that he gives us three conceits in this poem. Welcome to Strip Cover Lit, where we squeeze the bigger picture out of literature. I am Adrian Ford, and we are here to discuss another poem. This video will appear in the poetry discussion playlist here on the channel. Today's poem is Death Be Not Proud by John Donne, and it reads as such. Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou think'st thou dost overthrow die not, poor Death, nor yet canst thou kill me. From rest and sleep, which but thy pictures be, much pleasure then from thee much more must flow. And soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls delivery. Thou art slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, and dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. In poppy or charms can make us sleep as well. And better than thy stroke, why swell'st thou then? One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die. So, the conceits in this poem, I would say the number one conceit, the conceit that is the first to sort of slap you in the face here. Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. You, Death, you're not so bad. You're not so big and bad. You're not so scary. Then we get into the second conceit. Not only are you, Death, not scary, you are, in fact, less than scary. So there's these other things that we take pleasure from. Rest and sleep, we take much pleasure in these. And they are, where's it go? Where thy pictures be? They kind of look like you, man. Rest and sleep, they look a lot like you, and we like them. We go there for having a good time, to rest and to sleep. Now, not as good a time as in some of John Donne's other poems. But then we take it even one step further here. And soonest our best men with thee do go, rest of their bones and souls delivery. Thou art slave. Not only are you not scary like you thought you were, not only do you remind us of sleep, do you remind us of rest. That's not scary. You're not a big bad deal. You're just a little old thing. Not only that, but we're going to take it one step further and call you what you are. You're a slave. You do what you're told. One of the around this time, one of the arguments for what makes man, what makes a person, was freedom. How free were you? That was what really made you formidable. You were a free being. You were free to think. You were free to act. You were free to discover things as you went. That was what made you human. Human being the pinnacle of things. This is saying that you are a slave, Death. And then this is sort of in the same conceit, but it's one step further. I think it makes it one step worse for the wearer in the world of Death himself. And dost with poison, war, and sickness dwell. Even your friends suck. Oh, what a terrible, terrible deal. Not only are you not scary like you thought you were, not only Do you not have freedom? You are a slave. Even your friends suck. But it's not even just that. The poem takes it one step further still. And poppy or charms can make us sleep as well. And better than thy stroke. Why swell'st thou then? Why are you acting so big and bad? When even poppy seeds and charms can give us a little hint of rest and sleep, you're not so big and bad. One short sleep past, we wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die. The third twist here is that really, we live forever. Not only is death not scary, it's not scary for the simple reason that it is impermanent. The reason we find death so scary is because of its permanence, even for the religious types. There is some wriggling concern in the back of your brain of what does happen at death. Where do we go? Is there something else? Is there something else for the consciousness that I now feel myself to be? There is some religious sect, or maybe it was Emily Dickinson, I can't remember. But the belief is that maybe this was Emily Dickinson. Now that I say it, I'm feeling more and more like an idiot, but I'm going to say it anyway. When you die, there is something else that moves on. The you that you are, your corporeal form, obviously that's gone, but the spirit inside of you that you feel yourself to be, even that is gone. There is some other thing, which is the thing that survives death. So I can't imagine that is all that odd a belief in the religious realm. But here we have John Donne saying that death, not only are you not scary like you thought you were, not only do you not have freedom and all of your friends suck, you're a slave and all your friends suck, but even that one power that you have, the power after which you are named, death incarnate, even that, it's not forever. After we die, we go to the place where we will never die. In fact, Donne goes so far as to say one short sleep past. This idea of death as the short sleep is one that I think is also unique. You often think of death as the long sleep. You sleep at night for maybe 8 hours. I mean, if you're indulgent, right? I doubt very many people get the full 8 hours, but it is tempting to believe that that's the short sleep. The long sleep, death, lasts way longer than that. But Donne is here to tell us, no. That is the long sleep. Death is the short sleep. It is a short sleep past. We wake eternally, and death shall be no more. Death, thou shalt die. So I guess really there's kind of four conceits here when you turn it around at the end. And not only do we live forever, but we live forever ridding death of his power, which means that at the end of that turn, death himself is dead. So, yeah, John Donne and those wacky conceits. John Donne is underrated in America, underrated in the United States. From what I understand, from what I have heard from doing several John Donne poems on the channel, John Donne is celebrated in the UK probably to the extent that we celebrate someone like Mark Twain. Probably, I imagine, with that same type of vigor and reputation as well. Someone who's always kind of sly-witted. But anyway, that's all I have time for um, Death Be Not Proud. If you like or appreciate what it is that I do here, hitting the like button really does help me out, as it tells YouTube to share this video with other literature lovers. If you find yourself here by chance but not design, literature is the only thing I talk about on this channel, so consider hitting the subscribe button to stick around for more. There's poetry on the channel every Monday, and as always, I hope to have you back for the next one.